Hi, this is Armitris with Armitris Photography. Today I'm going to share with you two items that I offer here in the studio. So these are fine art pieces today, and these are part of my signature line. Not that the others weren't fine art, they are. I consider all of my work fine art, but this is my signature line. So this is beautiful wall art that I'm going to be showing you today. So they're quite large. So before I show them to you, I want to give you a little information on them. The first one that I'm going to show you is going to be a deep matte print on metal, very similar to what I showed you previously. The difference is that this particular metal is then mounted on what's called a float block. The block is covered in a blue linen. I chose the blue linen because the subject in the portrait has on blue, and she's young, so I wanted something a little bit that felt kind of like blue jeans, but not quite like a denim. So linen is a little bit step up from a denim, but it still has a casual feel, and I wanted this particular art piece to have a casual feel to it. The second one that I'm going to show you is going to be fine art paper on the mounted the same way. It floats away from the block, and that particular block is a tan silk. And the reason I did that is because it's a fine art piece, and I wanted to see what the silk looked like, because, you know, it's just nice. You know, who doesn't love silk? That particular piece is, it has a torn edge on it, and it's a nice wall hanging. So both of these pieces are, the blocks are 24 by 34, and then the artwork that's mounted on the block is 20 by 30. So nice size pieces. They're slightly bigger than the portrait that you see behind me. What's nice about them is that if you have a sofa, these would fit nicely over a sofa, and it would still give you some room on both sides for additional portraits of your family. So what we call a wall grouping. You could do a beautiful wall grouping with these. They are also nice for hanging over the fireplace mantle. They could work as a standalone piece because they are 34 inches wide. So beautiful piece for hanging over a fireplace mantle. So with that being said, without further ado, let me grab the products. So this is the first one, and as you can see, that's a metal, and it is a deep matte. It's mounted on the block, and it floats slightly away from the block, so you can see that the metal itself is thin. The block is about 1.5 inches thick. On the back are the hooks to hang this. So what I like about all of these pieces that I've shown you so far is that they need no framing. They come ready to hang. All you need is your hanging hardware. And as I showed you with the acrylic came with the hanging hardware. So that's what I love about this. It's a piece of art ready to hang. Now, unfortunately, because I'm showing you this in front of a window, you cannot see how rich the colors are in this image, but they are absolutely gorgeous. Her skin tone is much, is browner than this, and it's a beautiful, rich brown skin tone, which is very hard to see because of the window. I'm gonna try to see if I can, but it's still a little light on the camera. But this finish is just absolutely beautiful, this matte finish on metal, because it tends to pull colors out. The colors don't pop like an acrylic, but they have a richness to them, a real rich, just a deep, warm feeling to them that I love when you're printing on metal. So, again, family portraits, beautiful piece, easily hang over a sofa. Put that over there before it falls over. Okay. The second piece that I mentioned, same size. This one is on silk instead of the blue linen. It's a fine art paper. It floats away from the block. Same mountings on the back. I'm going to bring this in close because I want you to see the torn edge on that paper. So this is what we call a fine art torn edge paper. And so, very beautiful. This particular piece, again, because the picture has the warm earth tones, I wanted the fabric to have the warm earth tones as well. This particular piece I plan to hang over my front door in my foyer. My front door has a space, and then there's a window above the space. It's a 2-story foyer. It has a perfect space for hanging something like this. And this particular picture I took in South Africa. So this is one of my pieces that I've taken, my artwork. And so one of the things that I enjoy is when I travel, hold on. There we go. When I travel, I like being able to take pictures of things that we're looking at my home. Oh, I didn't show it to you on the wall, did I? Give me just a second. Oh, let me show you this one on the wall. Okay. Because I want you to see how much space it takes up, and that you still have plenty of room on that wall to hang other things. So I wanted you to see that even though these are large, works of art, there's plenty of room to accentuate them with other pieces. So that's what I like about this size. It can hold its own on a wall by itself, or it would look great in a grouping as the centerpiece. And again, this is my signature line. So thank you for joining me today. If you would like to get in touch with me, you can reach me via Facebook Messenger, or you can reach me on my website at www.armitras.com. Thanks, and have a great day.